So we got two back-to-back chapters for Baruto and for Kagurabachi and for Centuria. I'm probably gonna get today. I'm gonna get Kagurabachi and Boruto out now today, and Centuria I'll get that out tomorrow. So if you're waiting for either one of those three, that's how we're gonna do it. So today we're talking about Kagurabachi. I am all caught up with Kagurabachi. I was going to upload the video for reviewing what I call the auction arc, but I still haven't finished editing that video because I haven't had time because I've had a lot of work to do. So I didn't want to wait until next week to upload my first weekly chapter review for Kagurabachi. So here it is, the first weekly chapter review for Kagurabachi, and I will upload the other video probably around maybe Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. So, Kagurabachi. This newest chapter, so I am all caught up with Kagurabachi, and I just gotta say, like, this manga is actually very heat. It's actually very, very fire. It's actually very heat. I gotta admit, my opinion on this manga in like the first 3 or 5 chapters was a pretty negative one because I thought it was a little bit cringe, a little bit edgy, a little bit too, simple kind of, but honestly, as the chapters progressed, as the manga progressed, slowly I began to feel like this is actually a really good manga, and I like that the manga uses a lot of like the rules of the universe to make it work. It's really good. So this newest chapter 54, which congrats on 50 chapters for Kagurabachi, but we start off with the head of with the head of the bad guys, he's like on the fucking he's like on a horse playing and everything, so that's like really, really, really funny. But yeah, like we have the head of the Hishaku basically like riding around and basically explaining to the audience, which is again something that I like that they fixed. Because like in like the first chapters, the information that was given to us was at very random places, like Shiba explaining the magic system to like a random girl. It's like, why the fuck? And then in the first chapter, Shiba giving info to like a random goon about like Chihiro, which was like really, really fucking weird. But here, like he's giving the info to like another associate, explaining to that associate what the plan is. So that's good. I like that. I like the way that the info is presented. And basically, yeah, I mean, they have the upper hand. Like they're a small group of sorcerers, but they're kind of equaled. So they do view Shiba as a top tier mofo. And they are basically planning for this guy to fuck up. They must have some crazy regenerative abilities or some crazy thing that allows him to regenerate, because this guy recovered his arm. And I guess he's not worried about what will happen to this like Chihiro's opponent. I forget this motherfucker's name. Which that's my only gripe with the manga so far, is like the art, because like a lot of characters kind of look the same. They just have a different hairstyle. It gives me huge Dragon Ball Z vibes when they're Super Saiyan. It's like they basically all look the same in Super Saiyan. They just have different, hairstyles. So that's kind of something that bothers me. They just have different types of eyes and different types of hairstyles. And what I do appreciate is that they do have distinctive features. So that's a good thing. But this new villain with like, I imagine his white hair, this new villain, and Hiyuri or Hiyuki, I don't know, like the girl with like flame bone, the flame bone user. These two characters kind of look the same. So that's like my only gripe so far. But he's basically just saying that he wants this new character to basically get good. Okay. His name is Iruiko. He wants Iruiko to get good, to get the experience of fighting an enchanted blade, because they're going to give the enchanted blade to her, or them. And Iruiko is transporting, I want to imagine, the 2 enchanted blades to the whereabouts where right now everybody is having the battle at this temple. So they're transporting those blades there, which I imagine they plan to get rid of the sorcerers so that they could immediately begin using the blades. So I want to imagine that one of them two, they are gonna meet their demise, and they are gonna end up biting the dust, so that they can start using the enchanted blades almost immediately. So that's the one thing, right? And then we have a continuation of the battle with Chihiro. And this motherfucker is crazy, like, because this motherfucker's thinking like they got defeated, and like they're thinking like, oh, like we're friends because we want to murder each other. Like, that's not true. Like, I like that this character is kind of like just not stable. So that's a really interesting part. And I like that the I'm not gonna say development for Cheeto, but I like his mentality of like, what we're doing is killing. And it's wrong, but I'm doing it for a specific reason. I'm doing it to protect others, while you are doing it just out of fun and to like hurt others. You know, so I like that mentality. It gave me huge like Stormlight Archive, Kaladin, Lyran kind of debate of like, you know, if it's good or if it's bad. So I like the fact that Cheeto kind of has his ideals down, like locked in, and is like, I don't care if they see me as a villain, because I'm doing this for them and I'm protecting these people. So that's good. I like that. I like Chihito's mentality here, and like what he's thinking. And then after this part, we have the the name is kind of difficult. Senkutsuji, the Senkutsuji temple, which, I mean, bro, my John Wick. Like the blonde, like fucking the Fujitora of this universe is like handling himself really damn good. And the mofo from chapter 1 appears in this chapter. And I gotta say, I am pretty fucking hyped for this. Here's the thing. I don't expect the two samurai that we have right now, the two sword bearers, to die. I don't expect them to die. I expect them to like just barely make it out alive, because I feel like we just got introduced to them. And like, listen, I like the fact that Kagurabachi just kind of move a little bit fast. But like, I would like these two sword bearers to like survive, so that we can continue using them onward, because I don't understand, because I think Cheeto's plan is good. I think his plan to like retrieve the katanas is a great plan, but I feel like they're not really using it to like the full extent that it could potentially be used as, because they are kind of viewing it as like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get like the katanas and everything, and then we're gonna store them, and then we're gonna give it to the Rakuzaichi. But I feel like what they could better do is retrieve the katanas, right, in I forgot his name, but in the kids' storehouse, and then just keep it there, and then give the katanas back to the sword wielders, so that they like now 5 of them, so that the 5 of them can, along with Chihiro and like Flamebone and I think her name is Hiyuki, and Shiba and other elite level sorcerers can take on the Hishaku like on a full on battle. I think that would be much better than just giving up like to make that contract of like where we'll use it to attack the Hishaku and take them out. Like a full out war. We have 6 enchanted blades, so we can potentially do that. And then once they take out the Hishaku, to just, you know, like sever like just, you know what, here's a blade. You are unable to use it, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of a coup within the Rakuzaichi. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a type of coup, because I'm pretty sure the Rakuzaichi, the ones who are Kamunabi, I forget the name, but like the good guys, the ones that are supposed to be like the good guys, the ones that have like the sorcerers and like the Flamebone, I feel like they're gonna have an ulterior motive, because they want the blades to wield them, but to wield them they have to get rid of the katana users, like the sword bearers. So like what I imagine would potentially happen in the future is they will retrieve the swords, but all the sword bearers will just die, either mysteriously or just full out. And so like I'm pretty sure the Hishaku are working with the with like the organization, the good guys, so that they can in some way, shape, or form like get the sword. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting is gonna happen. I don't expect these quote unquote good guys, this good organization of the elite sorcerers. I don't expect them to be 100% good. I expect at least one of them to be like corrupt and be like, all right, bro, like we got the blade. Let's turn it up. So yeah, I gotta memorize all these names because I speed read this, so I gotta get the names down right. I'm gonna make myself a glossary of the names because they are kind of like difficult to pronounce, and yeah, and they're not in English either. So I gotta memorize these names. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Give me your thoughts, your opinions on future chapters, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.